First year, this is just a short video to show you the work that I've got for the next few periods. You will find this work in your class notebooks. I've shown you before how to use that. This might not be your particular class, by the way. This is just one of my own first year classes, but this might be your class, but it might not be, but it all works the same. So remember, you find your class notebook in here by clicking here, and as you can see, I've got the whole class here. You will only have your name, and you will find it under lockdown work. Now, for the new work that I've got for you, you will need to look at the original S1 literacy workbook that I gave you quite a few weeks ago, really at the start of lockdown. I gave you this booklet, and all of the answers are in this booklet. So you should have done this booklet. If you haven't, maybe you can start doing this today, because it's in your class notebook. You will find it, and you can answer some of the questions. But I know some people in the class have done this particular booklet, but you have to do this one first before you can do the one that I'm about to show you, the new bit of work that I've got for you today. Right, now a bit of revision. Remember, what you do to enter your answers is you use the draw function on class notebook, which is here. You select a pen, automatically goes black. So for example, the answer, excuse me, it shouldn't be doing that, sorry about that. So for example, the answer for this one is, that's a 1 beat note, that's a 1 beat note, and that makes a 2 beat note, so your answer is 2, and that's how you enter the answers. Right, now I know a lot of people in the class have already done this particular booklet. So for example, it says here, draw a line of crotchets. So you draw crotchets like so, you would do that, put a line on it, that's a crotchet, yeah. Right, do that again, like so, that's a crotchet. So you can see here, minims, you would do that for minims, right, or for semibreves, you would do that for semibreves. Okay, so that's the first booklet you do. You will find that in your class notebook. It's the one that looks like that. But as I say, some people have already done that. If you are one of the people that you've already done that one, under work 2, you find this particular booklet, which is absolutely excellent. It's a wonderful information booklet, and you can read through that. You can have a little read through the booklet in terms of the words, the new words you're going to learn, some of which are fairly straightforward. Ascending, descending, that's quite straightforward. Music going up the way, down the way. Don't worry too much though if you don't understand some of the words. Please don't worry about that. Okay, but these are the words you're going to learn, right? And you can see here that you can complete the following. Now, a little tip, you don't have to use the pen to write in an answer on this. If I go back to text mode, see what I did there? Text mode, yeah? And for example, the sign found at the beginning of the music is called a something something, and you want to enter in your answer, you can double click and you can write treble, yeah? And you can double click and you can write clef, because that's the answer. Okay, you will know that if you do the first booklet. If there's anything, if you come across anything and you're not sure about, miss it out. So for example, if you can't answer the first one, music is written on a something which consists of something and something. If you're not sure how to do that one, just miss it out. But if you know the answer for number 2, write in the answer. Right? The rhyme used to remember the letter names of the lines is, maybe you remember that one, every good boy, etc, etc. I'm not going to give you all the answers. Okay, so once again, you can see why you have to complete the first booklet, this one here, before you can do the second one, because you won't know the answers unless you complete the first booklet. Alright, now you can see here how you can enter the answers in here. I mean, I'll just use this as an example. Right, it wants you to enter in, let me read this for you. Fill in the boxes to indicate which lines, numbers the arrows are pointing to on the stave below. So this arrow is pointing to the first line, right? So the answer would be an E. So what you can do is choose your pen and you can enter an E like so. The key thing is to take your time. This arrow is pointing to a G, so you enter a G like so. This arrow is pointing to the top line, which is an F, so you enter an F like so. Okay, that's how it's done. Right, just take your time. Make this booklet last at least 2 or even 3 periods. So I'm not going to give you a target. I'm not going to say complete down to here or complete down to here. You're in music for a double period today. Just work your way through the booklet as best as you possibly can. Now, the good thing about class notebook is you don't have to save it. It automatically is saved. So I will see your answers and I'm able to mark them. Okay, so just a bit of revision again. First thing you need to do is make sure that you finish this one, the S1 literacy booklet. That is in your class notebook. Okay, remember class notebook you find by clicking on these. First of all, put that again. First of all, you go to class notebook, you click here, you'll find your name, right, and there, so just this particular one's just called teacher only, but you'll have a thing called lockdown work, right, so for example, this pupil here, there it's there, lockdown work, so you've got lockdown work, click on that, and you're looking for the S1, that is a booklet that looks like this, to complete, and then once you've done that, you're looking for this one here to complete, and you don't need to worry about saving it. If you just write in any answer, and if you're stuck, you don't know how to do one or whatever, just leave it out and then move on to the next one and see it, because it's a very good booklet. This is lots of fantastic stuff to learn. Right, so just do your best, and as I say, I'm not giving you a target for today. Just work your way through as best as you possibly can during the time that you're in music. Okay, thank you very much.